Put me in there.
What's my strategy?
Allow me to demonstrate!
This could turn the tides. I'm growing.
You're making me look bad. At the ready.
My moment has arrived!
Sorry, but I must. And that was fun to watch.
Let's make this quick. Shall we? I'll do my best.
Shall we?
My orders?
Leave it to me.
At your service.
So close. You can't win! I'll get stronger. But for now, I'll retreat while I can.
I must lead them well. Not my best.
Fighting wears me out. It was the least I could do.
Make a difference? I'll keep pushing.
A predictable success.
Thought you could best me? Good, but...
At the ready.
Shall we? A nobleman does his duty. I can
My orders?
Leave it to me. You should have seen that coming. Am I getting close?
What's my strategy?
Here is something to believe in.
This could turn the tides. Not.
Shall we? Sorry, but it's you or me. I'll do my best.
Sorry.
At your service.
That helps.
Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick.
My orders? work to... What's my strategy? No hesitation! Another victory.
Shall we?
Shall we?
At your service.
Did the trick.
I'll do my best. Ooh, nice.
At the ready.
Leave it to me.
This could turn the tides. Feels like...
stops.
Too close for my liking. Me of all people.
I'm not dying here. Still
Watch and learn. All is going to plan. I'm stronger.
A fitting outcome.
I have gratitude.
Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
Good fuel.
Shall we? That's enough! Sorry, but it's you or me. I didn't even know.
I'm impressed.
What's the plan?
All for our future.
Need to pull my weight.
My orders?
Let's make this quick. Yeah! Oh! I've got no time for mercy.
Let's clean up. I'll crush them all.
Leave it to me.
Let's go.
Put me in there.
You lost that one. I will keep making progress. No time to slow down.
Might makes right.
I'll never back down.
Just be careful.
Damn.
I'll crush them all. Fighting is what I do.
Shall we? Guess I have no choice. Don't get used to this.
Keep it up. What's my strategy?
Just be careful.
Let's clean up. that all?
Let's make this quick. We must press on.
My orders?
I'm not dying here.
Put me in there.
Let's go. I'm not a kid anymore! No way I can lose here. I've gotten...
What's the plan?
Let's finish this!
Don't bother haunting me.
Great job.
Leave it to me.
Too easy.
Watch and learn. Another victory.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I must lead them well.
Good fuel.
You
What now? Do I get a reward? You're... It's all...
Professor.
Hey, Claude. You're looking so cute today. I have a quick favor to ask.
Wait, that's my line. You just try to get to work without slacking, okay?
Me? Look who's talking. You have no work ethic to speak of. Professor, look. I guess it pays off to put in a little effort.
Hey, all you did was cheer from the sidelines. You didn't do any work at all.
This should be suitable.
It's starting to feel like a part of me. Thank you so much.
Oh. What?
Yes. Teach.
Hey, you. Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well.
I'm pretty headstrong, but Claude? I'm pretty headstrong.
Professor!
All right, time to sneak off and do some painting. Professor, such lovely weather today, huh? I was, just about to go for a walk. What, this? No, it's, I'm sorry, Professor. I'll admit it. I was going to do some painting. You remember the place where we talked before? I'm still keeping up with my academics and training, of course. I just paint in my spare time, as a change of pace. Oh, I don't? Well, yes. Maybe you're right. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm sorry for panicking there. Honestly, I'm just worried that my father... Of course. Why would you go out of your way to tell him that? Completely illogical of me. But it seems I've developed a bit of a complex about it. My father's not a fan of my artistic pastime, you see. We're a merchant family, and my older brother is set to inherit the business. As for me, my father decided I should be a knight. That's why I'm at the academy. Painting won't help me become a knight. It's a waste of Well, yes. I feel like I'm betraying my parents. I hear the business has been slow for them over the past few years. If I become a knight for an influential noble house, I could use my connections to help support them. My father was determined to send me here. He must have been, considering the enormous amount of money he spent. I don't think I'm well suited to being a knight. My parents sent me to the academy for their sake, not my own. When I think about how hard my family is working just to stay in business, how can I sit idly by? All of which is just to say that painting will have to remain my little hobby. Nothing more. Not that I could make a career out of it even if I wanted to. That's just a fantasy.
Hey there, my friend. Thanks to a... It's like... And now, you should go and...
Okay. No matter anything you ask.
This experience is critical.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
When it comes to food, I don't know if I could choose between quality and quantity.
You can cook too, huh? Let's see who's better. You've got deft hands, I admit. Now see what I can do. Of course.
Food tastes better when I get to share it with... I feel the same.
Professor!
Lawrence, what's that expression about? Are you unhappy about something?
I hope you don't think I'm stupid enough to let my personal feelings affect me here.
Then don't make weird faces. Keep it together, man.
For Claude and I to work together so well is nothing short of a miracle.
You really think it's that big of a deal? Well, it all ended well, and that's the important thing.
I'm feeling good about this.
It was so sunny this morning, but now it's absolutely pouring.
Did you hear the thunder just now? Good thing we got all the clothes indoors before the skies opened up. I apologize for troubling you with this task.
Don't worry about it. I was just passing by and thought I could help. I know how frustrating it is to have your newly dried clothes soaked by rain.
Oh.
What's wrong? We managed to keep all of the clothes dry, didn't we?
It's just odd. Every time it's my turn to wash the clothing, there's a sudden downpour. Surely it must just be an inconvenient coincidence, but I can't help feeling as though I'm somehow to blame for it.
Ah, I see. That probably is your fault.
Wow, you're even harsher than I am.
You have a crest of Karen, don't you?
I do, yes, but... Hold on a moment. How did you know that?
I can just tell. I have a crest of Karen too. And I've noticed that, whenever I need dry weather, there's rain. Don't you think it's our crests making the rain fall upon us?
How had I never connected this? This is quite a revelation. A crest affecting the weather.
Well, I don't know how true it is. There are only the two of us, which is a pretty small sample of people.
I suppose that's true. So, we must test our hypothesis. Maybe we can find someone who tends to bring the sunshine around. That would be especially handy for helping out with the wash.
Now there's an idea.
Whew.
Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow manage to remain the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Marianne, please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself. Not to people, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorte the horse.
Ah, of course. Good old Dorte. And does he understand what you tell him?
We understand each other. He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorte. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding. You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it. Say your ancestors were thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are so big that I'm sorry, I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that. But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
Hey, Raphael, you heard a train?
Hey, Caspar! You work your muscles almost as much as I do.
Of course. Everyone knows that if you skip a day, you lose 3 days of work.
Ain't that the truth? Let's get to it then.
That's probably enough for today.
You might be right. I'm exhausted.
You know, I really envy you, Raphael. You're huge.
I know I'm big. Everyone knows that. What are you talking about?
I'm not very big, but I've always wanted to be. That's why I train so much. I've grown a bit in the last 5 years, but I'm still not even close to you. I just don't know how to bulk up.
Is that all? I know how to fix that.
Really? You gotta show me.
Follow me.
Huh? You just led me to the dining hall.
That's right. Now sit down and eat up.
We're just gonna eat?
Yep. Eating's the best way to get bigger. You gotta eat, and you gotta train. Do them both enough, and you're sure to grow.
I always thought I was a pretty big eater, but maybe I wasn't eating enough? Or not often enough?
Probably both. Look at my plate compared to yours. Now this is a meal.
Whoa, your plate looks like a mountain. If that's what I gotta do, then I'm gonna eat until I can't anymore. I'll eat until there's no food left.
That's the spirit. Come on, let's go clear out the pantry.
Let's do it. I'm gonna eat till I can't move.
Impressive as ever. It's always satisfying to see such skill in motion.
It's nothing to boast about, just part of the job.
Sure, but I hear there wasn't a knight out there who could match your skill at reconnaissance and infiltration missions.
Don't forget assassination and coercion. Is there someone you need killed?
Ooh, so violent. Why would you jump to that conclusion?
You went out of your way to find me. I thought you might need a favor.
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't come to request an assassination. I just want to talk.
With me?
Of course. You've piqued my interest for a while now. A little birdie told me you were born in Dagda. Is that true? That's pretty far away, beyond even Bridget to the west. So, what brought you to Fodlan?
I worked as a mercenary in Dagda. That is until I was defeated in battle against the Empire and left for dead.
I see. I'm surprised they didn't take you as their prisoner.
I know how to conceal myself.
Yeah, of course you do. Still, with your particular skill set, couldn't you make your way back to Dagda whenever you please?
That is true. I could return if I really wanted, but my interests have changed. For now, this is where I belong.
Where you belong, huh? That's heavy stuff. I wonder if this is where I really belong.
I wouldn't know. You need to figure that out yourself.
That's enough. You're done for today.
Right. Thanks.
Are you feeling pain anywhere, Leonie?
No. Sorry, I'm alright.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I can't hold my own against you. And on top of that, you have to worry about hurting me. I feel like I've let you down.
Do you know what I meant when I said, you're done for today?
Probably that I was about to keel over.
No, it wasn't about your physical strength. I could tell that you didn't have the will to keep fighting.
I've got plenty of will.
No matter what I do, I can't win. Isn't that what you were thinking? If you think you can't win, you won't. Perhaps you already knew that.
Good point.
But never assume that you'll win. That is, don't underestimate your foe. At all times, you have to keep a clear head to make split-second decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a crest or a relic. How could I ever hope to beat you?
If you put it like that, I'll fight barehanded, and I won't use my crest. Think you can win? Do your worst. Oh dear, I might have overdone it there. But I believe in her. I would be doing her a disservice if I pulled any punches. It's Leonie after all. She'll be back on her feet and charging at me before I know it.
Ah, Sylvain. It's unusual to find you doing something other than hitting on women.
Ah, Dorothea. I've been preparing to do just that, as it were. My intention is to flirt with the monastery's most beautiful flower, Dorothea herself.
Oh dear. And I've ruined all your hard work. You might as well save the effort. I'm not taking the bait.
Oh, Dorothea, your wit is as sharp as your beauty. Don't you want just a little flirting? Just a sample? I'm not like all the others, you know.
I don't doubt it. By not like all the others, do you mean how serious you are about being disingenuous when you flirt?
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Your social standing isn't bad, and you're not bad to look at or particularly dumb. You could easily be engaged by now. But you just flit from one woman to the next without settling on anyone. I bet you enjoy going out with them, but you hate women themselves. Don't you think?
Me? Hate women? That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm always serious when it comes to matters of the heart. When I flirt, I stake my life on it.
Uh-huh. I'll believe it when I see it. Staking your life on a person is the sort of thing you should only do when you're in love.
That's what I've been saying. I love you enough to stake my life on it. And I'm seriously in love with each and every girl I flirt with.
I see. Regardless, I'm not staking my life on you. So you'd better go and fall in love with someone else. Goodbye, Sylvain.
She's stone cold. I love it.
What's wrong with you?
Shamir! How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait! There's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, whenever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away. I'm an easy target. But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do. So what do you think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course! I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong, almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do that? Will you teach me? Please? Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence. When you breathe, are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth, twice.
In, out, out. That's it? I can definitely do that. I couldn't do it, Shamir.
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the minimum.
It'll take some practice.
Sure. I'll keep trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped! I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes. You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry. The foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones, your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess, and less than a day after such a terrible injury.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar. And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying, and maybe stop being quite as selfish too.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Aw, Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow. My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds, terrifying, actually.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
If you wanted to invite someone else to dine with us, Professor, I would have preferred you choose a lady.
I don't mind a straight-laced noble joining us. I'm happy just to share a meal with Teach.
I may not look it, but I'm a pretty good cook. Now, come on, ingredients, let's dance! Don't worry too much about all the details. Just do what feels right, and the tasty food will follow. I see.
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
You look like a cat that's been sprayed with water. What? You don't think I should sing the high note? It's too rare that we get a chance to kick back and stuff our faces. Come on, Shamir, time to gorge.
I apologize for my partner, Professor. Hey. I'm more of a mercenary than a knight these days. I never was too attached. I might change.
In Lady Rhea, know that wherever you might... Professor. I was trying to catch you off guard, but you managed to block it. Not too shabby, Professor. Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword. At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter. Let's agree it was funny and move on. Aw, poor thing. Aren't you used to getting hurt? You've been in your fair share of battles. Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time. I told you before that I was going to observe you. Since then, I've been watching you. I know what you're capable of. I took steps to make myself invisible, so I could observe you without being detected. I hardly let you out of my sight. After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first-rate. Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are. At first, I thought Geralt was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out. Unfortunately, I can't hope to emulate you, let alone wield the sword of the Creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing. I didn't say that. When we rescue Lady Rhea, I'll provide her a full report of your activities. Hopefully, then I'll be in her good graces. Oh, and don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight. That battle was a decent challenge, but when push came to shove, they didn't have a chance. Before long, all of the church's enemies will have been destroyed.
You must really love worshipping the church. Or is it just Rhea?
Lady Rhea. You're the only one in the Knights who doesn't address her with the proper respect. It's not just that I worship Lady Rhea. I respect her, admire her, revere her.
I don't get the Ceros religion. Or Rhea.
Shamir, if you were anyone else, I would cut you down for saying that. She saved your life.
She did, and that's why I fight for her. Doesn't mean I worship her.
You never change. You're so stubborn.
You're the stubborn one. When we're on missions related to Rhea, it's like you're wearing blinders. Wanting to help her is admirable, but you'll be of no use if you get yourself killed.
I don't plan on getting killed, and it's not that I'm wearing blinders. I'm just focused. I've devoted my heart to Lady Rhea. She's the reason I wield my sword.
As long as you don't get killed or cause me any trouble, I don't really care.
So my death would cause you trouble?
That's not what I meant.
Let's give it a rest. There's no point in arguing.
Fine, but I want you to know something. It's not easy to put your life in the hands of someone who doesn't share your beliefs.
I understand. I think we can both agree on that.
Everyone, listen up. I have a proposal. We are now building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial Army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. That would only incite the lords who support the Empire. We've also combined forces with the Knights of Ceros. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I've prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach, the phantom crest that has reappeared after more than 1,000 years. We're attempting our own miracle, so it seems like a suitable symbol for us. So, until we welcome the dawn of a new age in Fodlan, let's fight to the very end as one under the symbol of the Crest of Flames.
Impressive, Claude. Forget restoring the monastery. You've somehow roped everyone into fighting back against the Empire.
If you recall, I never technically asked anyone to join us. If anything, we have Teach's achievements to thank. Now that you mention it, I guess I should express my gratitude. Hey, friend. So this is where you've been. Without you, the Knights never would have joined our cause. I can never pay you back for that. Just leave it to me, Teach. When this fight is over, I plan to see all of my dreams come to fruition, and yours as well. Well, for example, to bust open Fodlan's throat. There's a massive fortress there, which is responsible for protecting the eastern border of the Alliance. I like to think of it as a lid on a bottle. The people of Fodlan only know a small part of the world. Their prejudices are born because they don't know what lies beyond their borders. And the opposite is true too. Those outside of Fodlan don't know about this place. Ignorance breeds discrimination. Whether you look inside the bottle or outside of it, if you really look, all you'll find are people who you can get along with if you only try. That's why I want to bust open that lid, which is keeping us locked inside, or destroy the bottle entirely. I'll find the right time to bring it up. Even if I talked about it now, it doesn't seem realistic, does it? First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor! Claude! We're under attack!
I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. What's going on, Leone?
It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
I've got to hand it to Edelgard. Nothing gets past that woman.
All right, I'll show you how much I've improved, Professor.
This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Seros. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory.
Though plans to resist the Empire are still being devised by the Alliance Army, the Imperial Army has already anticipated their next move. An Imperial vanguard just outside Garreg Mach, led by General Randolph, begins to advance with the aim of toppling the monastery once again.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
So, the enemy intends to use their overwhelming numbers to defeat us. Let's fight fire with actual fire.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If they reach the interior, the enemy will take the monastery. Drive them back immediately.
What's my strategy?
It's over.
Another victory.
Ready and able.
Let's make this quick. It's done. I aspire.
At the ready.
What's the plan?
Let's clean up. Feels good to fight for a cause. I'll crush them all.
Shall we?
Leave it to me.
Shall we?
I'll do my best. Me too.
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues. It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob. We'll destroy them all.
I'm sorry. I must keep going. I want to...
Thinning their numbers. Stay down.
I'll grow a strong.
Seems... Allied soldiers are making preparations for the plan. Protect them.
This might be tough. I have made my peace.
Here is something to believe in! I must lead them well.
Be gone with you! I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Don't bother haunting me. That took too much.
I won't hold back. I fight. This'll help.
Thinning their numbers.
I won't forget this. Ready and able.
I'm grateful.
that all? Ta! I'll never back down.
Strategy in motion. Sorry, but I must. I can't. So close. Too easy. Piece of cake.
I won't hold back.
There's more work. Let's see it in. That's enough! Never let your guard down. It was the
Great job.
Thanks for that. You got yourself killed.
Amazing.
won't be in vain. All is going to plan.
Missed. Feels good to fight for a cause. Strengthen.
So close.
I must lead them well.
Thank you.
Let's make this quick.
Ready and able.
I'll do my best.
Sorry. Leave it to me.
What's the plan? You knew the odds.
At the ready. I fought and won.
Shall we?
Let's clean up. I'll crush them all.
Shall we?
Don't get used to this.
We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw. You can't defeat us with that many soldiers? The Imperial Army is doomed without a capable general.
Quiet! Don't think you'll attack! Make sure...
Now!
Fire! A fire attack! All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers! Carry on!
If we let them escape, they'll come back to attack later. We have to take them out.
Stay down! In the name of the goddess. Even up. Nice work. kill.
Thinning their numbers.
Ah, you did it.
Thanks. Guess I have no choice. Sorry, but it's you or me.
Invigorating.
Burn until we meet again.
That took too...
We're all desperate, aren't we?
What's my strategy?
Thought you could best me? Me of... I can still fight.
Can't hold me back.
Whatever it takes!
I was just stronger.
I'm impressed.
I'm grateful.
Stay down.
A total loss.
Teach, look out! They're after your head!
For my house.
It's over!
Mother, please. I'm so...
There's still...
Those Imperial troops are really something. Looks like we'll face a lot of resistance. Phew, nice work. We won without much incident, thanks to all of you.
Now the enemy knows we're on the move. What do you plan to do?
I intend to ask the Alliance Lords to share some troops with us to bolster our forces.
I will speak plainly. No matter whom we beseech for reinforcements, our envoys will inevitably pass through Gloucester territory. My father is being cautious not to give the Empire a pretext to intervene. Therefore, he is unlikely to allow even envoys to pass through.
I guess I haven't told you yet, Teach. The Kingdom isn't in a position to be sending anyone reinforcements. After losing King Lambert during the tragedy of Dusker, a regent had been handling its politics. But then, there was a bloody coup. The regent and Prince Dimitri both. Apparently the whole family was killed. All bladed territory, including the Kingdom capital, is being ruled by those who are cooperating with the Empire. The Kingdom is no more. It's now called the Fargus Dukedom. The vast majority of the former Kingdom Lords bent a knee to the overwhelming power of the Empire and the Dukedom, and now fall under their jurisdiction. Some who formerly held power are continuing to resist, but it would be difficult for them to regain it.
Oh hey, I can think of one person who we can ask for reinforcements. Someone whose territory is really close and who's on good terms with Claude.
Ah, the hero of Daphne, I presume. I've seen her before, and she does seem to be reliable. You're talking about Judith, right? I bet she would lend us a hand.
That's right, you've met her once before, Teach. She's a fearsome one-woman army. She did a lot for me, even before I was recognized as the heir to House Regan. I don't like the idea of owing her more than I already do, but given the current situation, sacrifices must be made. I'll reach out to her. As for the rest of you, prepare for our next battle. Hey, Teach. How are you feeling? Does anything feel strange at all? Good. I still vividly remember you suddenly collapsing and passing out after you went through those changes. But maybe that's not a concern now that you've spent 5 long years napping. Your command bringing my schemes to life. That's just how we fight best. Not yet, but there's no need to worry. That woman adores me. Once we've bolstered our forces, it'll finally be time to start taking decisive action. But I wonder, do you really think Rhea is still alive? I think so too. It's hard to imagine the death of someone as important as her staying a secret. I wonder where she is and what she's doing. I know is that I still have a lot of questions I need to ask her. About the true history of Creststones and Heroes' relics, and the truth behind the legend of Seros and Nemesis. She has secrets. Too many of them for my comfort. Considering the state of the world, it's suspicious. You must be curious about what was done to you and what her plans were for you, right? And you never did learn about your mother, did you? None of our doubts will ever be cleared unless we hear these answers from Rhea herself. In that sense, I absolutely hope Rhea is still alive. But as far as Fodlan goes, I do wonder what a world without Rhea would look like. The majority of people in Fodlan believe in the Seros faith that Rhea preaches. That's why they accept the noble system as if it were the only option, and refuse to associate with those who believe in anything else. That closed-minded philosophy is the reason why Fodlan's throat is locked tight. But if you remove the archbishop who strictly advocates that doctrine, that worldview is no longer an absolute. There's room for free thought. The leadership of the church would undoubtedly fall to you, and you would hold the power to change the shape of the faith, of the world. Then, for the first time, people would truly be free to think for themselves, to decide what's right and what's wrong. Honestly, I believe Edelgard is probably hoping to achieve something very similar. But her methods require too much bloodshed. That's not something the world can get behind. Anyway, the best thing we can do is find Rhea and hear what she has to say. Oops. I guess I've been going on for a while now. Sorry about that. You should get some rest.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Alliance Army requests reinforcements from Judith, head of House Daphno, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
What? Not enough left for seconds? I'm barely half full!
You eat too much anyways, Raphael. Supplies are running low, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
You've always been so level-headed, Cyril. Now that you've grown up, you're even more that way.
Maybe it's just that the rest of you haven't grown enough. You could work harder at being reliable.
I can't grow if I can't eat.
I have some good news for my hungry friends. We got a reply from Judith. Mr. Leaderman has called a meeting about it. Hurry up, everyone.
We finally received a reply from Judith. The hero of Daphnel has agreed to support us with soldiers and supplies.
She's gonna give us food? She really is a hero.
Maybe Raphael will simmer down now.
Now, regarding where we're going to receive the delivery.
As this is a request from none other than the leader of the Alliance, I wish that I could send troops at once. However, openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From there, it should be safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Aelel is on the border between Daphnel territory and the Kingdom. It'll make sense when we get there, but it's a peculiar region.
I recall there being a scary legend about it.
In any case, if we use that valley, we shouldn't have to worry about being noticed by other Alliance lords. Halel, the Valley of Torment.
Wow, thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow, thanks. This is lovely. Huh? 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 Thanks for the tea.
Thank you.
Claude, are you aware of the most recent conflict within the Alliance?
Hello to you too, Lawrence. And you'll have to be more specific. The Alliance is always bickering over one thing or another.
Margrave Edmund is raising objections over the assignment of his troops to the eastern defenses.
If you please one noble, another will only gripe. No matter what happens, there will always be conflict.
That is just the kind of lackadaisical attitude that causes more conflict among us than necessary. Now, listen to me carefully. House Edmund may not hold much land, but the land they do control is quite rich. They also maintain a thriving port. Their influence is poised to rival even the most powerful players in the Alliance, yet they claim they cannot spare a fair share of troops? Do you find it acceptable to let such an obviously unreasonable objection stand?
It's not as though the threat of Elmira to the east has proven all that threatening of late.
Such negligence! What makes you so certain the Elmirans will not attack us tomorrow? If certain dukes hold back their proper share of support, it will only serve to weaken House Goneril's hold of our eastern flank.
Calm yourself. I am well aware that the financial situation of House Edmund is quite exceptional. However, what you fail to realize is that they're lacking in troops. They're not lying when they say they don't have that many to spare. As it were, the Elmirans have been nothing but peaceful since we refortified Fodlan's Locket. And are you aware that Margrave Edmund paid the majority of the costs for those repairs?
Is that so?
In fact, it's largely thanks to the skilled craftsmen he assembled that the fortress is now so impregnable. I, for one, wouldn't want to attack a fortress as formidable as that.
I do see your point. If House Edmund has already made its fair contribution, then that is all we can ask. Very well. I withdraw my objection. But even the sturdiest fortress needs soldiers to defend it. If we continue to squabble amongst ourselves, it will eventually fall.
Well, and here I thought he only cared about status. Still, if someone like him really came to lead the Alliance, it would not bode well for Elmira.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time. And I have to return them at some point. Ah!
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithia? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person.
I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
You are remarkably talented at channeling me.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask. I'll be carrying the stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
Is that Raphael?
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me. No more sweets for you.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there? Oh, Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, oh,
it flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either. Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical.
Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I will.
Oh, it's Raphael. What's he doing at that desk? Hey, are you studying? I thought you'd given up on it. Nice to see her. What the?
Oh, Leone!
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister.
Okay, maybe start from the beginning.
My little sister lives with my grandpa now. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
You might have to back up a bit more before this starts to make sense to me.
Our parents were merchants, but they died in an accident. We had some money saved at first, but Grandpa isn't healthy enough to work, and I'm not smart enough to work a job that requires much thinking.
That's really tough. Hard to make a fortune with just your strength, I'm sure.
I had to sell all our valuables just to pay my way here so I could become a knight.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
My sister wants the best for me, but she's the smart one in the family. She's the one that should be here. When I ask if she needs anything, she always says she's fine. She doesn't want to ask me for anything, because she knows I'm having such a hard time here.
She sounds like a great kid. So, what did the letter say?
It says she's happy and thankful for all the study materials I sent her.
That's good, right? Wait, where did you find extras?
I couldn't find any, so I just sent her mine. It's like you said, right? It's better to give them to someone who will use them instead of letting them go to waste.
Don't take this the wrong way, but don't you think you've still got things to learn? Well, I guess if it makes her happy, it's worth it. Maybe I can scrounge something up for her too.
Even though we're getting reinforcements, never shirk your training, no matter what. To practice, I'm going to chop something up with my sword, unless you'd like to train together. Care to spar?
There is still more to learn.
Hey, Professor! Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed. Thank you, Professor.
Hey, how favor.
Professor?
Professor. There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious. I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you. Capture anyone.
What?
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library. Well, it's my job, you know. Even if Lady Ray is not here right like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Right.
Professor? This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with. Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar. You can never be certain about what the future will bring. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songsters, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist. Hi.
It's too rare that we get a chance to kick back and stuff our faces. Come on, Shamir, time to gorge.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Eating delicious food really
Sharing her food with us for nothing in return? Judith really is a great person. She's more like a goddess than the goddess is. I never met her, so I don't know for sure. But she must be beautiful and kind.
Oh. Okay.
I was thinking.
Appreciate it. Welcome. Come back soon.
Hey, Professor. Some things are... Are you sure? Thank you, I love it.
Oh no.
ALL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there. Professor, have you ever been to ALL? If you had, you'd know. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Can you help me?
If you haven't noticed, there are bulletin boards in various places around here. You can check them out to see posted requests or to find more information about the I hear that the bulletin board... The house a student belongs, of course, that if you...
Hey. Okay.
Hey,
I'd never have been recognized as the legitimate heir to House Regan without Judith's recommendation. Feels like I'm digging myself deeper and deeper in debt to the hero of Daphnel, but what do you do? After all, we need the Daphnel army for our next move. It's possible we'll have to deal with our enemy sooner than later. Be prepared, Teach. A lost item? So... You found it, Teach. I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million.
Hey.
Professor?
My big brother told me with just one look, she tamed a runaway horse that nobody else. When an Almiran general provoked her, she talked him into a... She's spectacular. I wish she'd fight alongside us. You're sweet, thanks. Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Right.
Really? It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening. Yes, it would be nice.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torments, in that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
Singing's okay, but I should really...
I suppose it's working.
Well...
Really?
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories. The kingdom's Fraldarius and Galatea families, and the Alliance's Daphnel family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and new Duke's Army.
Okay. Professor, the bridge that links Alliance and Empire lands is currently under the occupation of the Imperial Army. In other words, the Empire can choose to invade the Alliance whenever they wish. I want you to understand that my father does not support the Empire to antagonize House Regan. He does it to deprive them of an easy excuse to cross that bridge. I don't... I don't... Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphne. If the stories of her courage are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances, I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
Welcome.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you.
Please come again. Welcome.
This one? Thank you.
Please come again.
Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment. I once read a book full of legends surrounding Aelel, but I can't seem to remember. What's this? 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 What's What's this?
What?
The monastery repairs have made solid progress when we first returned here. But if we can get...
Hearing that an old student has died cuts me right to the heart. As this war with the Empire, we have a duty to fight alongside our former students. We taught them how to fight, after all.
The Valley of... It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like. It probably... Someone lost... Someone lost? Some... Someone lost. Someone lost. Oh, that's mine. Thank you.
We may not be students anymore, but it's still important. We might even learn something that's useful for our next. I couldn't. It's a shame. At least the book. Thank you. I appreciate.
I can't believe it.
Hello.
I didn't think we'd end up fighting. He's my uncle. Well, not by blood, so I guess I can handle it. Don't worry about me.
With the Fargus, the majority, even the houses.
Oh no.
Nice job.
Professor? Professor, a pleasure to see you. I was here for confessional, confessing my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you? Really? So maybe there's still hope for me. Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest, do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no, if the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality? A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already? I've got something I want to ask you. That seems wrong. Yeah.
Professor! I will make a worthy opponent, don't you think?
Hey, are you suggesting we duel? We're supposed to be working together.
Wishful thinking. I will take the chance to evaluate your abilities instead.
An excellent finish, if I do say so myself. Lawrence, did you take notice of my abilities?
Enough to reaffirm my own superiority? Yes. I must always improve.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Let's put this to the test.
Age is but a number.